think that both the guys played extremely well. Obviously, the scorelines were in
Yeah,
Mr. Crimson's
it's just
favor.
yeah, exactly. Just Crimson who took out both. Yeah.
And this is the thing, right? So they both have that, they're firing them. So they go, I want to run back. I think I can actually do better than I did last time. But you will be in the disadvantageous position. But unfortunately, to do that, you will go through each other here in the Luke versus Cammy matchup. Looking forward to this one.
3-2 that Kusanagi lost. 3-1 that Lionheart lost versus Crimson. But yeah, I mean, again, I think he's played well. Cool to see. I mean, he's been around for a while, I assume. If your first game is Alpha 2, you've probably been playing Street Fighter for a while. But it's super, super cool to see that he's up here with a lot of other strong players.
Well, as Fudo once said, like, you could be consistent. Results can play a key, but there can only be one winner.
That's right.
In fighting game tournaments, you can have consistent placings and whatnot, but unfortunately, one of these guys is going to have to bow out the tournament at this late stage in the day. Let's see how it goes here. Hopefully, they're not too deterred by the loss of Mr. Crimson. So go into a good start here for Lionheart and the perfect parry. Thank you for doing half the work for me.
Thank you for the corner.
Again, his spacing, just those micro adjustments there to look for that whip punish and guarantee the punish counter. What Kusanagi's been doing against all his opponents all day today.
Super ready for that. Well, so is Lionheart. Yeah?
Okay. Huh. Oh, he's going to go for a side swap conversion there. But he did something else instead. Oh, yeah, you can't cancel that. That's right. Cancel Stampede punch. Again.
Back to mid-range. Kusanagi maybe just hoping that Lionheart overcommits on the approach. Hasn't happened.
Luckily,
okay.
Time, and that will be the round. I think he might need to spend level 1, and he will do that with the Vulcan Glass. And it closes out that round there again. Got to be very careful because Kusanagi's anti-air game's been on point.
Yeah.
The spatial awareness has been on point. The drive rush check from Lionheart was magnificent there. Got to give him that.
Okay, again. Again.
He might do it now, though.
I got him. Oh,
Spend only the 1 bar. Don't even need it.
doesn't need it at all.
What a response in half the time as well. How about that for a rebuttal?
Yeah, pretty
I've never
good.
seen one. Ooh, these guys' perfect parries have kind of been on point. I'm not going to lie. Looking out here as well. The reset. He's been pretty successful with that all day.
Amazing mental stack to put on somebody who has clearly such strong reactions in Kusanagi.
Crazy, right? Hey, man, you can have crazy reactions. You don't know what to react to.
No! Okay, it's all right for Lionheart. Right back into it.
And he will spend that level 3 to restock as much drive gauge as possible in this scenario here. But again, Kusanagi can turn this around.
That does mean that it's literally a 2-hit game right now if Kusanagi gets the right stuff. Not going to happen, though, as Lionheart, with exactly the right timing for dive kick, will take game 1.
And I like where he's introducing that against some of his opponents today, right? After 2 taps, people are usually pressing mediums and whatnot on defense, going for low attacks. You've already committed, and doing dive kick up close is actually more threatening than doing it from a well-spaced, far-away range. So, that's it again. Got trapped in the corner here.
As we have seen, his own DP, it doesn't come up so often in the matches that we've played, but he has had really good reactions on that. He finds the big hit, and he's not going to need any super on that one either to take the round.
Lionheart's come with a vengeance
He's
today.
playing super well.
Just by what he's done today, he's definitely been the dark horse. I don't think many
again,
people...
coming into the 65th at UFA.
He's literally just baiting the DP. He's going to take off the damage.
Oh, no!
Crazy.
Kusanagi's in trouble.
Good block. He had to.
Okay, challenge. Here it is. Kusanagi is hoping to make his way out of the corner. Success.
Oh,
Bait!
and that is huge. And he hasn't got the drive resources to kind of build up to a level 3 here. So he's going to have to work with what he's got. And he gets the punish counter with the rising rocket.
What?
Hey, I forgot she had that. Oh, my.
Okay! Burned himself out to do it, but that's cool. Lionheart, 2-0. Again, we went all through these players' placings at UFA and the Paris CPT, and there was a lot of like top 8s and top 16s, and that just wasn't the case for Lionheart. It was 65th and it was 33rd, and yet this weekend he's killing it.
Do you know what's beautiful about that? He lost the round via the dive kick, and he did hit you with a hooligan overhead in the corner. And now that he got you with the air throw that he hasn't introduced all weekend, now he just goes surprise with the EX hooligan. Man, this character's toolset. I remember when I spoke to Sengan, he thinks that she's a top 2 character.
Okay.
Many reasons why. Shouts to Senga. Alright, Smash Numbers his way to the corner again here. Kusanagi, he was 2-0 down before and he brought it back. If there's anyone who can do it, it's him.
Well, he's found it in this round at least.
Alright, trying to come back with a vengeance here. Here's Kusanagi. Tried to drive rush in with a suppress. It didn't quite work out. The miscalculation on spacing allowed Lionheart to get the punish here, and we're still trapped on the right side of the screen. We visited this part of the stage.
We've been here, yeah. Been looking at the Apple vendor the whole time. Oh!
Okay.
Sometimes you're right. Sometimes you're just right. What can you say? Lionheart is at match point.
We can see another 3-0.
That would not have, I've said this already many times in this top 8. Did not expect it to be a 3-0.
I think you should convert it to level 3 early.
Oh, too early.
But let's see what happens here. Still have faith in Kusanagi. Gonna get the Oki scenario here. Let's see what the defensive choices from Lionheart. Delayed jab.
Yeah, is Kusanagi a bit worried?
Of course he is. He's 2 games down, mate. Any choice he makes is a choose ultimate decision.
Yeah.
Let's see, it's a CEO decision, mate.
yeah.
So do we do it? Does the company go bust after this wrong choice? I don't know. Just waiting for his drive to get replenished as much as possible to make it safe from a cancel. He's looking for the drive rush
Both of
cancel.
them looking to check, yes. Oh.
Drive rush cancel. Good block there from Lionheart.
The other one jumping directly in at the other. But the slow walk back has happened. Kusanagi finds himself now
He makes this
in this spot where we have spent most of this match. Okay. He finds the opportunity surely for the game. Yes.
Goes for the nice and simple conversion into the Pale Rider to make it 2-1 and reduce that deficit in this losers final here. Good stuff there, and sometimes that's all it takes, man. It's so tense. It's like, right, I need that next hit, and I need my button to connect against him so I can get the pressure or the conversion. And guess what? You walk into the range, it makes it easy for the opponent to do the exact same thing. But you're the one that initiates the scenario.
Nice little conversion from Lionheart. Defensive read came out from Kusanagi. He has had some better ones. Still there.
Goes for a throw just in case of the perfect parry.
Yeah.
People have been doing that all
Pretty
day
common
today.
there, yes.
Getting it out there, that stand like it, just peppering away. Being a very pesky button there from Luke. Get in the way. All right, trying to hold up there, but he wasn't ready for the hold up. And what? That hit on the toe.
Yeah, it was super well spaced. Not quite there on burnout, but Kusanagi's all right. He makes the first move with punish.
Trying to hold that parry there, and he's almost going out here.
Big opportunity.
And it worked out against Crimson. Looks like it's working out here. And Gyro Drive Smasher will send Lionheart to match point here.
Hoping to move through out of losers finals. Kusanagi's been in this position, though. He did go down 0-2 versus Crimson and battled back into game 5 at least. Right now, not looking great, though, as Lionheart's the one who finds the first big hit corner.
Yeah, he's looking for a bait. I need a parry or a DP again.
Spacing it again.
Okay. I'm sure it hits his foot the whole time. All right, he's got spend. I think he's got spend. He's not going to.
Oh.
Okay, that's a very brave choice not to spend
DP,
there.
he had that earlier in this set. Not
Back
there.
to level 3.
Uh-oh.
He's in the yellow, and that's going to be it. Lionheart puts his place in the grand final, where he will go up against Monsieur Crimson, pulling out the 50 caliber. Locking on and firing there with the Delta with his soul. Damn, what a performance this guy has had today. This is insane.
Not a 3-0, but man, still a very strong victory by Lionheart.
Well. Just when we thought young one talent would do it there in Kusanagi, one comes in and says, hold on a minute, hold my beer.
Yeah, taking a look back at this, man, it really felt like Lionheart had control throughout a lot. I guess we're taking a look at when Kusanagi was not entirely out of this thing. I mean, first round goes to him. But as it went on, we saw better and better spacing, better and better mix-ups from Lionheart. His own neutral play, very strong. He didn't need anti-airs very often, but he did have them when he needed them.
But this is always interesting, right? I believe we've seen this matchup 3 times today.
What's that?
So, Cammy versus Luke. Shanks versus Link Exello. You identified hesitancy in Link Exello's gameplay via anti-end the ground, which means Shanks won. But then we saw how Kusanagi handled it against Shanks.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, he completely dominated there. But then watching Kusanagi up against Lionheart, different kettle of fish. Right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
And that will just strengthen my argument. Say, is this even, or does somebody heavily win? Or just 3 times today, 3 different styles.
Yeah.
So, it's crazy.
Very interesting to watch in this top 8. It's been a blast of a top 8 to watch, and we're now down to just 2. Mr. Crimson is who most of us thought would be in this position. Favorite coming into this thing. Of course, Valmaster has already qualified. He chose not to enter. And Crimson, as a result, I think many of us thought that he was the favorite. Well, here he is, in the best position to be able to qualify for Capcom Cup. Winner's side. All he needs to do is win the next 3 out of 5. But Lionheart, after all of the players who were in this thing, again, he's the player who I'm least familiar with in this set. I've only seen him play a couple of times. I've seen the other guys play a lot more over many years at this point. And Lionheart is the one who's made it through all of them.
It could be the unfamiliarity cards, not necessarily new kid on the block, but in terms of, right, this is probably a new experience for him because he doesn't really have time to go, oh, so what's Mr. Crimson like in grand finals? But everyone will just say, well, you got to learn the hard way.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, again, anyone new here, and remember, what happened in that set where it's 3-1, a lot of those chances, I don't think you're going to be able to replicate them in that same fashion because not only will you have to reset the bracket, you then got to win it. So that's a total of 6 games you've got to try and do that, right? Mr. Crimson, I remember, anecdotal experience, in SF5, I tried to use a different character against him in the first of 3 sets.
Okay.
I had all the chances to beat him, never capitalized. And then I watched his stream and he watched everything that I did and I said, okay, chance is gone. Like, it's gone, it's not happening again.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I watch the French players go up against him, if you try to surprise him in one thing, he's identified it. And the fact when he saw against, he blocked Lionheart's quick spin knuckle mid-screen, jabbing to, and it's like, how are you ready for that? It's like, come on. But that's an identification, a huge one, that how much he wants to qualify and return to the Capcom Cup finals. He really wants this spot, and he puts in like tons of hours, strenuous task, but he enjoys it nevertheless.
He obviously does a great job with it, no doubt about that. He does seem very prepared. I mean, in that match that he had against Lionheart, Lionheart had more opportunities, as we keep mentioning. There were more even. There could have been. I think you're right that some of those are going to get buttoned up a little bit.
Yeah.
Versus Crimson. Coming into this matchup now, Crimson will have thought about it. Obviously, he'll have been watching in losers finals, trying to game plan for which one would be his competitor. Here he is. He I'm sure will be well prepared.
Well, we'll see. I'm hoping, Lionheart has another gear he can switch to here. Again, I think the goal right now is we need to